Alrighty, so hey YouTube, what's going on? This is iTalk here, and in today's video, we have a brand new video. Sorry for the lack of commentaries. Honestly, I was just trying to get a new camera set up and all that, and it looks like we're good to go with that. Probably have to tweak a few settings here and there, but regardless, we are here, we are live here on this video. Today, I wanted to talk about the extra modes that we have here in Fortnite. We have Fortnite Festival, we have LEGO Fortnite, and we also have Rocket Racing. I like to say overall, I think they are in a healthy spot right now. Maybe not the most popular, maybe not the most played, maybe not the most attention put on them. It's still getting content for the most part, all three modes for the most part. And I'm happy that we even have these modes to begin with. Like, I'm happy we have them. Now, Rocket Racing, I don't play a lot of that at all, but I'm happy that there's an option for it. Fortnite Festival, super fun. I really enjoy playing Fortnite Festival. I'm a big Rock Band Guitar Hero guy, so it's right up my alley. I'm really happy with it. And then LEGO Fortnite, I think, is fantastic. It's just so linear with what you do. You start off in the grasslands, then you go into the caves, then you come out of the caves, then you go to the desert, then you go to the desert caves, then you go to the frozen area, then you go to the frozen caves, and that's like the order that you're supposed to technically do everything. And it's just boring after a while. I'll make a world, I'll play in it for like 30 hours, and then I'll just get bored. And that's not to say that the game is bad at all. I just think it needs more oomph to it, but I do know we are getting an update for it. That's not even what we're really talking about for this video today. Today, we're talking about the item shop and how I don't know if these are even selling very well. So what am I talking about? Well, it should be kind of obvious, but in case you don't know, Fortnite has an item shop that resets every single day. And with it, we got a whole lot of new cosmetics that are kind of jammed into the item shop. In my personal opinion, I mean, the shops are a little bit large, yeah. And I do think that they need to shrink it a little bit because the more we get of this stuff, the more it's going to take up space. Now, with jam tracks in particular, I feel like they did a good job with them. There's only 3 tabs for them at all times. Then you just do view more, and then you can see everything like this. There needs to be more organization, though. The fact that it's only through alphabetical, but it doesn't even do that. Like, you can clearly tell there are some things that are not in alphabetical order at all. Like, there needs to be more control of how to find these songs. Like, I don't even think there's like a search bar for this. And that's a problem. Like, I feel like that there needs to be some changes with the jam tracks, but overall, that's not what we're talking about here. What we're trying to talk about here is, do I think people are buying these? Do I think that these are succeeding in Fortnite? Do I think that people are really using the benefits of these songs? No, I don't think that these are succeeding all that much whatsoever. So these are all 500 V-Bucks a piece. That is a lot. That is a lot of V-Bucks, but you do get some stuff out of it. Number one, you have access to the song in Fortnite Festival permanently, which is huge considering the fact that back in the day on Rock Band, everyone in your party had to own the song in order for you to play it with your friends. Now, only one person in the lobby needs to own the song in order for you and your friends to play the song, which is fantastic. It kind of differentiates a little bit here. So for Fortnite, it's like, let's just say it's 500 V-Bucks. Let's say it's $5 for one song. In Rock Band, the songs were like $2.29. Okay, so it's about half the price of a jam track, and everyone in your party had to own the song in Rock Band. But in this game, only one person has to own it. But that's not all. You also are able to use these songs in a few different ways. You're able to do like a little dance in game with your instrument, and you can play all of the different versions of the song with like the different instruments and stuff like that. So for example, you could do Maps by Maroon 5, you could do vocals, you could do the drums, you could do the bass, you could do the guitar, and then you can also create a awful song with a whole bunch of people, with 4 people total, with different speeds and tempos and different songs. Like, you could literally have Better Now by Post Malone doing the vocals at like really high pitched speeds, and then have the guitar for like What Do You Mean by Justin Bieber playing too. Like, you can make all these kind of crazy songs. There was a game called Fuser that was available before, and I feel like it's kind of like that, where you get to mix different songs and different things like that. Like, it's really creative what you can do with these, but 500 for one song is still a big ask. And I feel like a lot of people do not really buy these songs. If they do, it's very sparingly. There is a free track rotation every single day for Fortnite Festival, so you are not forced to buy the songs. You get free songs to play every single day, but they're not always there. You have to kind of get lucky with the rotation. They're not always going to be there. But again, it's free, so you can play Fortnite Festival for free and play songs for free, but you just don't own them. They're not permanent. You can't do anything with them in game with like the dances and stuff like that. And you can't play them with your friends if they're not in rotation or if your friends don't own them. But if you have one friend, like I'm in the Epic Games Partner Program, so I get all these tracks for free. So I'm able to play all these tracks with my friends. I have every single one. I think I'm missing like the 2 new ones they just added. But other than that, I have every single jam track. If there was one for like a different mode, I would get it because I want to collect all these. Just so if my friends want to play, I literally have everything and it's awesome. And I do that as well with like fill lobbies. I'll just kind of go into one and just let people pick what they want to play. And I think that's a fun idea. And the fact that we have so many jam tracks already, like we have 223 here. And then on top of that, we have 12 extra tracks here. And that's not even counting the fact that we have a whole bunch of tracks that you can unlock and get in other ways. It's a lot. Like we haven't even had this for a full year yet. And it's a lot. I feel like it's a lot, but I don't feel like jam tracks are catching on. I don't think these are things that people are necessarily buying, but I do think that this is the most popular cosmetic out of the 3 modes for sure. So let's move on. We can also talk about the gear for Festival 2. Once again, I feel like a lot of people don't necessarily care about the gear for Festival. You can get your own microphone, your own bass, drums, and guitar. And every time you do an emote with these instruments, especially when you're doing like the jam loops, that's what they're called, the jam loops, you show off your instrument. Very cool. And then we have all these like instrument emotes like this one, where I think it's really cool. And the fact that it shows the emote, but with the equipped item you have on, it's dope. I really do like these. But once again, I feel like a lot of people don't necessarily care about the gear for Festival. And then you have all the other stuff here, like the Festival Pass and stuff like that. I feel like the Festival Pass is very successful because it's a one-time purchase and you get a lot out of it. And also the skins as well. I don't think they're doing bad whatsoever. I think people are buying the skins and all that, and the emotes as well. Jam tracks, I feel like, are very hard for people to get into. I understand why it would be really hard for people to get into these jam tracks. They cost so much money. It's almost like you're better off getting a group of friends together, like a group of 4, and you dictate one person to buy all the songs, and you like give him money so he gets all the songs, and then when you play, you only have that friend to play with. There you go. Then you have all the songs like that. Having it split up like that, where it's like, oh, some will buy one and then some will buy another, and then it's a lot to take in, and I just feel like a lot of people don't necessarily care about the jam tracks. Moving on to the vehicles for Rocket Racing. Once again, I just feel like that these are just way too much money. You can use them in Rocket Racing and you can use them in Fortnite Battle Royale, and that's it. There are color options. Yes, there's decals. Yes, but like once you buy one car, you really don't feel like buying all the other cars. At least I don't. I'll buy like maybe 1 or 2. Like I have a truck because they have different little versions of them. You can get a car and you can also get a truck, and I ended up getting the Lamborghini, and I ended up getting one of the boss cars, I believe, because they're pretty cool and they came with some really cool stuff. But besides that, I have zero interest in buying wheels, auras, cars. I just don't care about these, and I want to know if anyone else feels this way. I just don't see the value. Once you buy one thing, you stick with it and you don't buy any more. At least to me. I do feel like for example, the Enchanter boost is actually kind of cool, and this might be something I actually might buy, and luckily it's only 400 V-Bucks, but like this car is not worth 2,500 V-Bucks. Even the Octane, I don't think this is worth 1,500. They're way too high for what you get out of them personally. I just don't see the point. And then the Lego sets, and funny enough, the Lego sets have not been in the item shop for a little bit. And I think it's for good reason. I think it's because people are not buying the Lego sets whatsoever. And I understand why. It's essentially gate-kept content in the item shop. They will sell castles, they will sell beach houses, they will sell restaurants, they'll sell really cool things that you can do in your Fortnite Lego world, but that's content. They're not cosmetic. You know, you could say whatever you want about like the skins and the cars and the jam tracks, but like they don't change up the gameplay. Yeah, you could say the jam tracks can because they're different songs and all that, but like I've already been over them. They're free in certain circumstances and all that. But with like the Lego sets and how expensive they were, it was just way too much money. And the fact that they were basically, they're gate-kept content because they're unique builds and they're different than any other build in the game. They're not recolors or anything like that. Yeah, you come down a slippery slope And the big issue with that is that it's just not something people buy. The fact that every mode here is represented in the item shop, but not the Lego sets, is extremely telling to me. It tells me that no one buys the Lego sets, no matter how many times they try, no matter how many times they lower the price or put in the shop, no one wants to buy the sets because they're not worth the price, and it should be free content. Now, to be fair, we have the Lego passes, and I think those are totally fine because they give you free builds. I like that. And plus you get a free skin out of it too. Well, it's not free. You pay the pass for the skin, and that's how much it's worth. And then you get the stuff for free the more you play the mode. That is how they should handle it. Even though, again, it changes up the gameplay with these new sets and all that, I like that a lot more than just charging $10 for a lifeguard tower, or for like a lighthouse tower, or a barn, or a restaurant. Like, all that should have just been free, or at least put in some sort of pass, not by itself. I don't think it should have been in the shop. And I think, considering the fact that we haven't seen it in so long, it essentially tells me that they're working on doing something with it. I don't really know. I don't want to say that they're like flat out giving up on it right now, because I don't think they are doing that. But it's extremely telling that the only thing that isn't in the shop for these modes is that entire mode. Say what you want about Rocket Racing, I know it's probably the least popular mode, and LEGO Fortnite is actually probably the most popular mode, but it's the one that's not selling anything in the shop right now. That's extremely telling to me. So overall, my thoughts: do I think that people are, warming up to these cosmetics? Do I think people are buying them? The jam tracks, very sparingly. I feel like people are buying those. The cars, again, I feel like you buy one car and then you're done. I really don't see the point in buying multiple. And then for the Lego sets, absolutely not. No one was buying those. I did buy them because I was curious and I do like the mode. It's not worth the money, dude. It's just not worth the money. So I'm curious to know what you guys think. Do you guys buy any of the newer cosmetics that we have in the game? I would like to know. So guys, that is it for the video today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, let me know with a like, comment down below what you think about the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. And if you'd like to use me for support or creator, my code is ITalk. Y'all have yourselves a wonderful day or night. I will talk to y'all later. Have a good one now. See ya.